Oh, okay, Alex is online. He needs it. And I'll tell him to join this party. Oh, actually, wait, 19 drivers, okay. I hope this doesn't kick me out. Oh, Nevo's in. Can't tell what's going on. Might have been. On air? Like, okay.
Who are you missing in that receipt? Oh yes, Dinos. We may need Alex to just go to...
It better not keep playing up, that's what I'm saying.
Because they're saying we've got a full lobby. So what I may do... I'll drop the broadcast. And I'll step out until... I'll step out until someone crashes out.
Cool. Just so you can watch the stream as well, I suppose.
Yeah.
Is Nevo invited to this group? I don't think he can get in. He keeps inviting me. Jesus, he keeps inviting me to his one. Let me. Why is there no parties to join? Oh, he was. There you go. He's got it. He's found it. He's found it. Man, I hate
10
it.
minutes later, literally no parties to join. I tried joining Jake, you, Brett, and nothing, and then fucking just appears out of nowhere. Fuck off.
Yeah, it's annoying. Can you take down a little bit later, please? I am streaming at the moment, but just waiting for the find out what's going on.
Okay.
Sorry guys, welcome if the guys you have joined. I will do my intro in a little while once we find out who exactly is leaving, who is staying.
I've gone out, so I'll be coming back when someone leaves the session.
Brett's going to be joining us hopefully, so that'd be good. Check my mic was on.
I just need to find your stream so I can watch it.
I've tagged it in the thing, in the chat.
There we go.
It's Italy today, isn't it?
So
it's round 14, Alex.
Round 15, isn't it?
14. Hungary was last week, wasn't it?
Yeah, but we've had... What track is it now?
Italy.
Hungary? Yeah, but so... Yeah, but there's Belgium in between there.
Belgium been dropped because we didn't do Belgium last week.
Oh, we done Hungary. Then it was Belgium. And now it's Italy, right?
Did we commentate Belgium?
You didn't.
Where was I?
At your nan and granddad's twat.
Oh, on Tuesday. No, on Tuesday.
Tuesday you were here.
Yeah, Tuesday I was here, and we. Guys, have we just skipped Spa? Have we done a mistake here? Have we skipped Spa?
No, you used to
Spa was last week.
Just I didn't commentate. I wasn't there.
I don't remember Spa at all.
Yeah, it was me and Jake.
Okay.
I
need to change my thing then. I don't remember last week. I'm baffled, mate.
You weren't here.
I know I weren't here, but also we haven't got championship standings for last week, so I don't know. That's why I went by. I looked at that. Bar was last week.
Maybe the name's not changed.
Yeah, if someone can send me the updated thing, that'd be brilliant. I can read them out. Right. Anyway, I can change this mid-session now.
Oh, hello.
Have you got the updated standings, Brett?
No, but I can actually watch your broadcast from YouTube on TV, so I don't actually have to have the stream up.
Great. Alright, so for time being,
Saucy.
I'll just do my little intro and we'll do the stat standings even when we get them. But so hello and welcome to the regional round. Now it's now 15. Round 15, around Italy. I'm your host Dixie Hobo. You're joined with me for the first time ever is Brett and obviously the beautiful Alex. How are you guys doing?
Yeah,
Yeah,
not
not
bad.
too bad.
Same old stuff, same old stuff.
Just got told from Axel Ericsson that it's going to be a full wet race.
Savage.
No way, sod that.
Yeah, Axel just
And
told me
according
it's going to
to
be moist.
Kenzie, standings are in the thing, so I'll have a quick check on that.
Everybody's probably missed them.
No, I looked in Driver's Lounge and they weren't there. Well, I didn't
Oh,
check,
okay.
so...
So
You doubting
I'll run
Kenny
us.
D?
Well, you
I got
get
him,
that
I
sorted out.
got him. My Discord wasn't updating. Stupid foxy thing. Here we go. Okay, so I'll quickly run through this while the guys are doing their first laps. Amar Singh still leading the way on 185 points. Second place we have Axel, 131. We have Willy Kid Blue, so as with TBC, I'm confused then, is on 129. Crom is on 125. Speedy on 113. TP is on 110. Sharu on 83. Chain Game Wow is on 75. Matty is on 73. Cosmic on 67. Get Karte is on 32. Twitch is on 26, joined with Bideki, the Tire King. Shumaskin is on 15. Then we have Patrick, who scored his first points. He scored another one. He's got 3 points there. He must have scored one round Spa. I must have missed his second point. Did Patrick score another point? Round
Yeah,
Spa?
he scored 2, I think.
He scored 2 round Hungary. And then he must have scored another one around Spa. Well done, Patrick. And then we have sharing 1 point is Matty and Ari, the weird kid. And yet to score we have Zach, Abyss, and a TPC, which is going to be no one today. So that's what we're apparently... Oh, Samuel. Samuel's the other Ferrari driver. What it does to the standings of the constructors. McLaren still leading the way on 213. Second is Alfa Romeo on 195. Mercedes are in third on 184. Red Bull in fourth on 132. Renault in fifth on 120. Alpha Tauri on 112. Williams are on 95. Haas are on 86. Ferrari on 60. And still stuck on 26 points is the Racing Point boys. There you go. All done.
So I'll get you to put the tyre prompt up so I can have a look at those.
Yes, that will be first thing. There we go. Everyone on softs at the moment. I'm not surprised to be honest if it's going to be a full wet race.
Yeah, I'm currently on board with Zach in the old Renault. See how well he does.
I'm not expecting a lot from the race now. I mean, it's going to be a full wet race. Normally it's just quite a good track.
I'm expecting maximum safety cars.
Yeah, it'll be a lot of safety cars. I reckon a lot of crashes.
I'm expecting Axel to spin.
Mic check.
Don't forget Speedy's another one to spin because obviously he runs no assists. So another one.
There's a lot of people in here though.
Yeah.
You've got Thierry, you've got Dean, you've got Robin, Sharu,
there's a couple of faces to watch out for with no assists.
Marino. Like, there's quite a lot that aren't running assists.
Pick one up the Cromarima. I've always wanted to say that joke actually, but never been able to justify
It's only
myself
been
saying
3 years.
it in chat. 3 years.
And Zach goes provisional pole with a 120.6.
Patrick had pole for all of 2 seconds.
Alright.
I want to be on board with Ari for his...
He's just pulled over there. What is Zach doing here?
Oh, that is a big lock up there. You can see the tyre marks.
Zach just decided to go sat this. I'm doing a burnout. Does a donut on the grass.
So I decided I'd ask all the commentators this weekend to highlight their all-time favourite Italian Grand Prix from Formula 1 prehistory. What do you guys rate as the best Grand Prix of all time?
What, just from the Italian?
Yeah.
Oh, from the Italian?
I've got to try and remember now.
The thing is, my most memorable one is always going to be Canada with Jenson Button. When he came back from last to win. Trying to think. Do you know what? The most memorable one I've at the moment that comes to mind is Charles Leclerc winning for his Ferrari. The first time he's won. Like in the Ferrari
second time technically, because he did win Belgium.
Yeah, but I meant in first time he won in Italy. In that Ferrari. because obviously that's quite an iconic thing to do. It's like a milestone, isn't it? If you qualify at the, win the race in the Italian car.
And he's crashed at Ascari from the looks of it.
Yeah, that's where I'm thinking it's going to cause some extra issues going into the wet conditions as well.
Open this up a little
If you
bit so I
catch
can see the
the
chat.
curbs there, it's a bit nasty.
Yeah, Ken's commented in the chat, nice to see a full grid. It is actually, to be honest. Oh, yeah, that looks like it's a big crash there.
I don't think there's any reserves today, so that was one thing that we were sorting out pre-race. That's why I'm confined to the pit reporter status until someone crashes out and leaves the session. So, for me, 2008 will be always a standout for Sebastian Vettel and his first win for his career and the first for Toro Rosso, which would then take 12 years to beat.
But see, we hate Vettel, so that would have gone out of our minds quite quickly. Can't stand the guy.
I can't really think of a memorable Italian Grand Prix though. Nothing really springs to mind from
the
Italy
only one
for me.
I said the other one I had is when Stroll bitched at Vettel for doing the exact same thing Stroll ended up doing a second later when
that
he
was last year, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was last year around Ascari when he stuck his nose out. What is this guy doing? Then done the exact same thing to someone else in the same breath. But yeah, again,
Joe's invalidated.
It's not. I don't think it's a track where things come to mind. Like, there's nothing really exciting happens. Like, if it was Imola, people, you can say, oh, you got obviously the Senna crash. You got stuff like that. You can sort of springs to mind instantly. But with Canada, you've got like I said, the Jenson Button win from the full wet race, the big delay, the Kim to come back.
Well, if you go back to 1988. You can go to the point where it was the only race that season that McLaren didn't win the race, and after dominating pretty much every race up until that one, and I believe Gerhard Berger won that race for Ferrari, so that would be a memorable one if you could go back that far. There was also
a bit before my time. Yeah, a bit before my time.
There was actually a five-way finish for a race in 1973. Where 5 cars went abreast on the main straight, and the race was won by 0.0001. Oh
yeah, I remember watching that. The other one I remember, wasn't it where didn't a driver die on the straight? Or am I thinking of a different track?
There's probably a lot of fatalities you could say on certain tracks. I know there was a marshal killed in 1999.
No, the worst marshal I've seen killed was the South African track, and when they had it race around there, and basically a car.
Oh yeah, the guy got basically ran over.
There's a car on. I'll set the scene. So imagine the pit lane. The car's pulled over to the left-hand side, so it's on the other side. They have to cross the roads to get to him. Two marshals run over because the car's on fire. One has just managed to miss one of the F1 cars flying down. The other one is being clattered by him. He done a full cartwheel. He killed the driver because the fire extinguisher he was carrying hit the driver in the head and killed the driver. And they had to identify the steward or the marshal. They had to gather all the marshals together at the end of the race and identify who wasn't there because his face and body were so mangled. So that was and that was caught on live TV. That's harrowing. I'll never forget that one because he looked like a rag doll being thrown through the air.
Axel said Ronnie Peterson, best Swedish driver. He was killed here.
That's the one I was thinking of, Ronnie Peterson. That was it. Ronnie Peterson.
Claus says hi. Hi, Claus.
He was going to be a potential champion.
Yeah.
And he got
Carter
killed.
Said he's had a massive 0 hours of practice. Well, Carter, to be fair, mate, you're in a better position than you normally are, so it's doing alright for you.
Matthew Green has got a comment. He said he predicts he's going to crash on lap 1, and it followed up by we're talking about our memorable moments in the track. What about that one race where the driver got a slipstream from the other driver? So basically every single race.
Oh, actually, there was a race, I think, in 1985, where a driver was going down the back straight, going down the main straight, and then it got sucked up by the air and it actually went into a full back flip.
Blimey.
Well, Mar's lost a bit of time there. He was purple sector 1, went off the gravel.
Oh, he's gone.
Brett, how old are you to actually not only to remember these?
I was literally about to ask this. I was literally just asking him, how old actually are you, Brett? Because
I'm 30, but I've gone through a lot of archives in my day.
You're only a year older than me.
You're like our age, man. And you're like, if you go back to 1954,
Don't get me wrong.
Don't you watch the Formula One videos before?
Yeah, but the 80s weren't the time I would watch. I used to watch 70s. When you had Niki Lauda, James Hunt,
Niki Lauda.
Yeah, Niki Lauda. Emerson Fittipaldi. You had actual legends. You had Jackie Stewart when he was racing for in the 70s. Wasn't that Patrick? It was his teammate that got killed as well. The young kid. He was another good racer, and he was killed round. So I can't remember what track it was.
Gilles Villeneuve.
What's the Italian? Not Italian, but American Italian guy. Andretti, Mario Andretti. See, he was in that era as well. That era was just amazing. You had the 6-wheel Tyrrell. The car had 6 bloody wheels on it, and he thought that was a good idea.
Joe
yeah, I remember that.
top.
Yeah, Joe smashed that lap. 118.9. Looking good for Joe so far. Cromarino's is that him backing out or coming up? No.
Has Patrick retired or is he crashed? It's like he's crashed.
Whereabouts is it?
Let's have a look.
Yeah, he's crashed at the Curve Grande.
Have a little look. Oh, I was about to have a look when Bobby Crom to see it, but he just disappeared then.
Yeah, it's definitely an incident of sorts.
It would be good if the next game, just like incidents like that, where there is contact. Just not like you get an F1 where the a little TV appears in that, in the grid. It'd be cool if you can see that. It shows you like a highlight of that, and you can make it bigger during the race.
Well, they used to, back in 2017, they used to have a system where you could actually move your camera to the crashed driver and see where they had crashed. And then after 2018, they seemed to get rid of it for some reason. So we've been protesting on Codemasters for the last 3 years to try and get it back, and for some reason they just don't want to bite on it.
I'd want to be able to do a split screen as well. I think that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, comparison lap thing would be actually pretty good. There's probably a lot of things that you could get through the PC version through modding. Obviously, the modding wouldn't affect online unless you had a function where certain games, like I think R Factor had a system where we're talking about this off air. R Factor had a system where you could use mods online.
Yeah, you can use plugins and stuff, can't you?
So
I like with that as well.
Could invest in.
What they did with that is when you did your final lap, obviously you were still driving and you had to drive into the pits. So when you've got championship winners and stuff, they can do donuts quite happily after they've crossed the line, which was quite good.
Yeah, cool down lap as they call it.
Yeah,
you could do it on Project Cars.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I think that's one thing that we're going to be enjoying when we go iRacing next year at least.
Dean does a 119.8 to put himself up into 7th.
Everyone else seemed to jump on us that invalidated a lap at some point, so I'm doing another commentator curse at the moment.
Axel's into 2nd on a 119.0 as well.
You can't commentate curse as well as Stuart Leslie in the America series.
Oh, you didn't see me on the Hungary one. I think it was every other person I switched over to had some sort of crash. And it was on the DXT League as well. I joined them just in the chat, and everyone I spoke about ended up crashing. Which was good for me, because I'm 3rd in the championship at the moment, and 1 and 2 both crashed out and DNF'd. So even though I weren't racing, I didn't lose any places.
So are you still racing in the Xbox side of that, or are you...
Yeah, I'm still on Xbox. PS4? No, I'm still on Xbox at the moment. So I'm just finishing off this series, this season. And then once the new consoles are out, I'll be over on the PS.
Yeah, so for those who are unaware, the PlayStation 5 is now officially on the market, so if you haven't got one, it would be a good chance to grab one.
If you can grab one. I think they're all sold out.
Grab one, yeah, productions are pretty bad, so if you don't get one now, you'll probably be waiting till maybe, I don't know, winter of 2021.
Cosmic goes 6 and a 119.6.
Amar's just starting his hot lap as well, so let's see what Amar's going to do. I'll try and keep on track of the sector times.
But he's down his time, so I don't think he'll be doing anything. He's
so
down
the new
4
driver,
seconds.
Samuel, hasn't been able to commit a lap yet, and then obviously Matty Bot crashed before he could set one, and then Unfortunately for poor Patrick there, he's going to be starting 18th at worst. And
So, yeah,
lost Samuel
Matthew
Kennedy.
Green
half
just
a second
commented,
up on his
whoa, Get Carter's had a big off. Big off. Yeah, Matthew Green just commented in the chat, I think, the PS5 is not actually available in the UK until the 19th. Which
So,
we should have known that, really.
Oh, Mars invalidated.
He's not having a
8
good
temps up.
day.
Oh, and
No,
almost
on a
lost it around the Ascari.
120.3. We
So
kind of had that
that-
similar system yesterday where Alex Gutierrez couldn't get a lap in and he was stuck on a 22.2 for about a duration of the lap, and that lap time would have only put him in this race 18th.
Yeah. Yeah, so Amar's going to have to... He might just about make it. It takes so long to get into the pits, though. That's the problem. They take
Depends
so long
on,
getting a car in
he might
there.
just risk, has he gone into the pits?
He's gone into the pits.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he might retire, just be like, right, sack it, I'll come through, but I think he's probably just going to try and switch tyres, get straight back out there.
Oh, Italy's
He'll
not
be-
one of
he'll
the
be
best
alright.
tracks to come through in, that's for sure.
Yeah, it's not ideal. We'll have to wait and see if he can get out in time.
Matthew, you should convince your dad to buy you a present on his birthday, and it be the PS5.
And according to Robert Hildebrandt, one of the Ferraris has been caught cutting through turn 1 to gain an advantage, so I would
Not to
imagine
point
that would be the new
fingers.
guy.
Yeah, I would say the new guy.
That what Samuel Kevin.
He's on an
They've got
outlap
the
at
two
the
first
moment.
names.
Samuel
Yeah.
Kevin P.
Do we call him
Pretty good
Samuel or
when they,
Kevin?
it's pretty good when the drivers make their PSNs their actual names.
A bit of a trade forming behind Crom. He's obviously on his hot lap now. But there's a Haas driver, I believe it's Robin, is right behind him.
Yeah, because I think... who's the other one?
Race Ari.
I don't think he's going to make it.
There's a lot of trains at the moment here, but I think whoever that is, if it was chain game,
So
is
whereabouts
pulled
is
off.
Amar on the track?
Has he
I
crashed?
don't know what the corner's called. He's coming down into the little kind of like chicane section.
Off turn 2.
Yeah.
So he's just past the Curva Grande, so yeah, he may make it.
Crom's
Might
pulled
do.
out.
He's using some ERS and stuff to try and get around in time, so... He's gone onto the mediums as well, interestingly.
Funny thing about Joe is that Joe was talking about his chances today not being as glamorous, but he's sitting really pretty on pole position at the moment.
Yeah, Joe's having a really good season, I think. I feel like he was always kind of there and thereabouts on the last game, and I feel like he's found a lot of pace coming into this game.
Giroud's invalidated.
He had a big boom with winning the Belgium Grand Prix and the Nationals last weekend,
true.
so...
Amar's not made that. Is it still going to give him the time? It will still give him a go, won't it?
So Amar's coming around Parabolica, he's not going to make it.
No, it doesn't.
Unless there is some sort of
They
delay.
fixed it. They fixed it.
No,
Or
I mean,
do we match then, exactly?
So 13th at the moment.
There's a lot of messages going on in Discord. Let me have a look what's going on, what's being said.
Well, he tried, but he didn't quite make it round, so he's going to have to start in 13th position, probably on a medium set of tyres, or
Oh yeah, no,
maybe,
he's
I don't
safe
know.
from that unless Samuel can, which he doesn't actually. Samuel only does a 20.6.
Axel's going for it. He's currently 1/10 up after 2 sectors, which
Joe's
which
out
would
as
put
well.
him in
I'm
front
watching
of
him come
Joe.
through the last sector. Let's see. I can't see what Joe's up at the moment, but let's have a little look. See.
Yeah, Matt's going to be at the back. Matt Bot. There we go. One more corner
Joe's
for
accelerating.
Axel's going to set the first time.
Coming to the line at 119. Oh, not quite. Slightly.
No, slightly under.
Yeah, slightly down for both of them. So.
Oh, Axel's gone
Joe-
up. Axel went faster, but it
He went
wasn't
quicker,
fast
but
enough.
Not fast enough.
So Joe's got
But
it.
Joe gets the provisional pole. Carter is not happy with his qualifying. He said he's qualifying so bad that he gives himself so much work to do in the race, and it's annoying. Yeah, I get what you mean, Car man.
Down 15th, yeah.
Like when you got to look at it. Like if you keep out of trouble and be consistent, like at the same time, you'll find yourself getting up there. With a wet race, anything can happen around here.
Oh
can't
yeah, I
imagine
forgot about
it's
the
gonna
wet
be
race.
race.
I forgot about the wet
Yeah,
race.
Like it's going to be a bit of a pig.
Alright, so let's go through the standings. So Speedy is your pole sitter at the moment. Oh, now it's at 118.9. Look at the gap, 9 thousandths separate him and Axel. Third place we have Charu. Fourth is Crom. Fifth Willy Kid Blue. Sixth is Cosmic. Seventh is TP. Eighth is Twitch. Ninth is Chengen Wow. 10th will be Matty. Then we have 11th Deki. Zach is in 12th. Zamar shockingly is in 13th. Ari is in 14th. 15th is Get Carter. 16th is Abby. I'm going to call him Abby, sorry. 17th is Robert Hildebrand. 18th is Samuel. 19th Patrick. And 20th is Matt Green. There you go. Perfect timing, that.
Axel said that he was in rich instead of max down that first straight.
That's literally
right
cost him 9,000. And the rest.
Cost him a little bit as well. Has anyone as well, another thing? Amar's down in 13th, right?
Yeah.
It's raining, and he's also not the best starter.
Nope. I could see him dropping down to 20th very quickly.
Poor Amar, man. Poor Amar.
Hey, Klaus. How you doing, buddy? Welcome to the stream.
Axel said that cost him 1/10. That's about right.
One of those kind of ones where, being at the front here is not necessarily the best because obviously, you're the pioneer. So for Joe, he's got to try and navigate through the track, trying to figure out what he's got in terms of track grip and whatnot. So people with medium traction or full traction will have a bit of an advantage. But in saying that as well, turn 1 is always notorious for track incidences, and that's with a 20-car grid. So we've got
no vision
for something. Yeah, so we've got a recipe for a very spicy first turn.
So that's the other benefit, obviously, that Joe will have, that he won't have anyone to give him spray. So he'll have a nice, clean view. We have disqualification already. How is that possible?
He hasn't even left, did he? What is this game on?
Yeah, disqualified almost
I
instantly.
don't think he even moved.
Matt nearly clipped him as well. Yeah, he didn't. I don't think he moved. He didn't move at all.
No one had moved.
I was watching on board with Joe, and I was at TV cam, and it was already. I'm gonna look. Oh, he did. He rolled forward and tapped the racing point. Amar's gone ahead.
Me. Look at this. This might be a record.
And Medibot and.
Oh my god! I've just seen the back of the grid.
6 people already, man. What the hell?
Okay, let's have a look what happened here. Lap 1 safety car is incoming, sort of from Ken. That's what Ken Doyle reckons. And to be honest, looking at the formation lap, I'm not surprised. So I don't blame you.
So the DXT Esports starting grid shows Joe Roberts on pole position with Axel Ericsson alongside. Then it's Sherlan Serum P3, Cromarino P4, Wicked Blue in P5, Cosmic P6, Terry Delaney de Betrunk out in P7. Klaus in P8, Robin Kreff P9, Maddie Smith P10, Dean Fabulous in P11, Zach P12, Amar Singh in a disappointing 13th, Ari in 14th, Cameron Adam in 15th, Leo 16th, Robert Hildebrand 17th.
Oh,
TP and Klaus is gone.
Yep. Samuel Kevin in 18th. Patrick Eschius in P19 and Maddie Green wraps up the top 20.
Interestingly, while you're going through that, I was checking the tyres. Everyone going enters except for Deki on the wets and Amar on wets.
I'm guessing that the rain must be intending to get worse in the race, so they're eliminating the prospect of a pit stop. This could pay off, but at the same time, they're going to be pretty.
I feel like
limited.
a safety car is going to happen though. This is the.
Look at that track now. There's no dry line, is there? Like it is nearly full wets. So I think it's in that grey area of full wet and inters. So it could be interesting.
At the moment, based on the rule, when you're on the formation lap and this happens, it will reset when the race starts. So, but at least it's going to give everyone an understanding that it is going to get worse on that first flying lap. Because we had a formation lap where it was dry and then it started to rain, and then as soon as the race started, it stopped, and then started when we got a flying lap done.
I've also just noticed as well that our grid is Mercedes, McLaren, Mercedes, McLaren.
So here we go.
I've got no sign of the lights at all. Here we go.
Red Bull.
There we go.
Yeah, 3, 4, 5 lights. And away we go here in Italy.
Looks like Axel and Joe both get a good start, and so does Crom in third. Is Joe going to be able to cover off Axel? I don't know. Axel's alongside him, and Crom's almost alongside his teammate.
They're going to try and go
Going
free
down into
right.
turn one.
Pulls out of it.
That was nice driving there by Joe and Axel. Who's going to have the traction? Looks like Axel's got it.
Bit of contact there between Willie
Joe's coming back in a second phase, and I think they're still side by side. Oh, this is...
Everyone getting away very cleanly at the moment, but I say that and I could see an incident.
And Joe is still in the lead and looks like he's held off Axel for now. And Crom's now attacking Axel. Gets a good drive and Crom's into second past his teammate.
Yeah, so a pretty tame turn one and pretty much a pretty tame follow up through. There's a few drivers just noting as I'm catching up, a few drivers taking to the inside of the chicane.
Oh,
I think I've just seen an incident at the back. I'm not sure who it was. It's Get Carter and it's Singh.
Looks like Samuel went off.
No. Get Carter and Singh at the back of the grid. 20.
Oh, what's happened there?
Not sure what happened. I just saw a car fly off the track.
I saw a Ferrari go off into the gravel, which I think was Samuel. It doesn't look like they have any damage between Carter and Singh, so... I can just imagine Singh inside his helmet right now. It is what it is. He'll be saying to himself.
He's so calm. He's so calm.
It is what it is. Probably having another shot. Just down and one guy sack it.
Well, we have Cosmic going alongside Sharu.
Whoa, what's happened to Speedy? I just saw him just cross the line.
No, he has. It's glitched. It's glitched.
It's plugged out.
We have literally we have bumper cars here from Cosmic and Sharu. It's the going side by side. Sharu just manages to hold off Cosmic, but our timing board has now completely screwed up.
I literally saw him cross the line and then saw him drop and I was like, no.
No, so we still have Speedy leading the race. The two McLarens are second and third. Then we have the other Mercedes in fourth, followed by Cosmic. But we do have someone gone off. It's Zach. Is it Zach? Someone's gone off.
Green and Amar too. Amar's gone back onto intermediates.
Yeah.
Decky spun at the back. The damage on Decky's car.
Oh my days. This board needs to sort itself out, man.
There we go. I think we're getting there now, but I think Decky might have damage, or the tyres aren't right.
I think it's just the wet tyres. I think the wet tyre could have been the problem there.
He took a jump and he took a risk.
It's a very tough call when you've kind of got the notion that the track is probably bound to get full wet. So some people take this kind of strategy. We had a driver in Nationals a few years back who was quite proficient at reading the weather. So if it was a full wet race going into inters, he would actually start on the inters, struggle through the first part, and then basically because of the interchanging conditions, he didn't need to make a stop.
Yeah, fair enough.
Amar's making his way back up. He's now into 19th. Willie Kid Blue's going to have a little look down the inside of Cosmic into turn one. Let's see who's going to be late on the brakes. Both gingerly braking there, but it looks like the Red Bull will take the position up into 5th place. Good move there and good awareness from both drivers.
Yeah, I think these two understand the concept that it's only lap
3.
Well, lap 3. So there's no need to really battle and potentially take each other out of the race. So they are playing their cards quite nicely here, working together rather than against one another. And Joe's got half a second lead, so he's doing pretty well so far.
What we're getting, which is not surprising to any of us, is a few little trains forming.
Yeah.
So we have a little train here just forming behind Cosmic. Of about, let's say, 3 or 4 cars. The biggest train.
Kid Blue, I would say.
Yeah, kind of. Well, Kid Blue's just broken that, hasn't he? He's just broken that Cosmic.
We've got Thierry making a move on Matty Smith.
We have indeed. Oh, that's close. In these conditions for the Ascari. And I think Claus is going to have to run on Matty as well. He is. Claus is actually really alongside Thierry there.
Yeah.
Potential 3 wide at Parabolica.
Oh gosh.
Matty bravely backed out of that one.
That was a nice overtaking move by Claus there. Yeah, I think Thierry decided to back out of that as well. Matty was just waiting to see, I think, if anything happened.
Axel does the fastest lap of the race as he's 1 second behind the leaders. Cromarino's looking a bit racy on the back of Joe at the moment. The gap keeps fluctuating between 5 tenths and 3.
Bit of a wide move there from Robin. It's going to cause him a position. Yeah, and Samuel's going to go alongside. It's going to be too wide now through.
I think
kink number 2.
Well, I don't know actually. Samuel's going a long way around, but he's going to have the inside line for this corner.
Looks like.
Is he going to outbrake him?
Yeah, it looks like he.
No, he doesn't.
Robin had that covered, I think. That was well done by Robert. But he's going to come back at him again, though. He's not giving that Red Bull any breathing space. Good driving from the pair of them, being very aware of each other. We have another yellow. It's a spin. That was a spin from Ari.
Ari's round.
And we still
by Ari as well.
Yeah, he was doing really well.
He was doing well.
Caught that. Just seeing that Haas spinning the wrong way. That's a dangerous place to be facing the wrong way.
Especially when you've got two cars going side by side, literally through every part of the track at the moment.
So we got close. Zach's still close to Abyss, but they've been close for a while. Samuel's still right behind Shumaskin.
Yeah, and Get Carter's now joining the party as well.
Yeah, he's no Carter, no party.
No Carter, no party. I'm sure the cars that were behind Ari are quite happy he spun, because it looked like he was holding up a few drivers there. But it's a long way to go. It's lap 5. A lot can happen. As long as he didn't get no damage. I didn't see if he did. I didn't check.
Well, I have to give these guys props to have gotten through 5 laps without too much carnage.
I mean, yeah, the fact that we still got all 20 going.
Oh, Robin's made another mistake there, which could leave the door open again for the Ferrari.
Oh, Crom's wheel spinning. Getting really close to speeding out, but these conditions are getting wetter and wetter. And it looks like the wets could be the tyre in a few laps to come.
Well, Ari's put on the wet tyres now, so he's obviously had some damage to deal with.
Did pick up a
big spin,
penalty,
a big half spin there from Samuel, which is going to leave open for Get Carter to attack. Again, both giving each other room. Get Carter gets a bit out of shape on the attack though. Goes a bit Tokyo drifting. Touching the gravel as well just to add insult to injury. Still going though. But these 3 are battling it out, and at the moment Shumaskin is starting to pull away from these 2.
Yeah, so Roberts had a pretty good start actually. I think he started like 17th.
Have a little look. The biggest gainer is Abyss, up 5, so he would have started in 16th, if my maths is correct. Robert's up 4, so yeah, Robert was very low down. Biggest loser is Ari and Decky.
2 yellow flag, that looks like Ari again.
Yeah,
I think Ari is...
He's round, yeah, he's
round again. Might be those wet tyres.
Trying to see if he's got damage, I can't
It's got to be close to be on that cusp of switching though, surely.
No.
Ari,
it's getting very out of shape.
Can't even get the power down.
Well, you wouldn't necessarily jump onto the wet tyres if you didn't...
Oh, big crash.
Is that a Kid Blue? No.
Who was it? It's
Robert,
Racing Point, it's Abyss.
Was it Abyss?
Abyss.
Okay.
A lot of damage flying around there as well. I'm not sure who it was, but there's definitely damage.
Sector 3.
That's Ari again.
Okay. Cromarino's now making a move on Speedy. Going to try and go on the outside of the Ascari. This could be a little bit spicy. Very respectful from both of them there. Joe gets a penalty for cutting the corner. So, okay, they got through that pretty... I think they both kind of gave up a little bit there, but probably best for it.
Anyone would think we're racing with car performance on, because look at the first to fourth. Mercedes.
Well, no, McLaren wouldn't be this high. Oh, Speedy's gone off.
Gone very wide,
he
Speedy.
He can get the power down, and Cromarino's just going to gobble him up now. And was that Ari in the wall?
Ari was in the wall there, yeah.
Ari's in the pit wall. Oh, no, oh my God. Axel was literally...
they're going 3 wide.
Axel couldn't make it. He ran out of gap.
He pulls out. I don't blame him.
Yeah, good strong pull-out game from Axel. Well played, lad. Well played.
Well, that was a bit aggressive from Axel, actually. He could have actually very nearly swiped the back of Joe and thrown him in the fence. I
felt like he should have stayed on the outside there, but I think he saw a tiny little gap on the inside and thought, I'm going to go for it, and it was just not there by the time he needed it to be.
I'm sure I saw damage on someone's car. I'm just trying to have a look who it was.
Very close. Very, very close.
But not only the top
2
4,
teammates as well.
You've got from 5th all the way down to 9th as well in a very close gap.
Yeah. Yeah, been a close race so
There's
far.
a few penalties being flown. I saw Zach got a 5-second go for speeding. Robert's just been given one, so Zach's gone to the wets as well. So I'm just curious as to know. It doesn't look like the track's getting worse.
Well, Ari went back to the inters, so I feel, and he was really struggling on the wets. Oh, Ari's almost round again.
Still on board with this battle here for first place.
A little bit too heavy on the old throttle.
Oh, Sharu's making a move on Axel.
He is indeed through the
Down
parabolica on the inside. He's going to get the power down first. I think Axel's probably going to get the better drive here. Oh, he didn't.
No, Sharu got a much better drive out of that.
Oh,
but it's instantly defensive.
Yellow flag. That's Abyss. Is that Abyss? That's not Abyss. It must be Matty Bot then. Matty's had enough.
Oh, so Axel's got past him before turn 1. Brilliant move from Axel there.
Lovely.
Yeah,
lovely
it looked
racing.
like Axel had a bit more ERS.
Yeah.
A little battle here with Twitch and TP as well. Not able to do it this time. I think TP's got past Twitch.
No, I think TP was in front the whole time, so I think actually Klaus is on the attack here. So
I know during the race I saw a sandwich with TP in the middle, a TP sandwich with the two Williams. I still got past him at some point earlier in the race. It's good drive from these two as well. I'm loving the racecraft of these guys today.
Yeah, it's a bit more tamer than what I've seen in previous viewings of these races.
We have another yellow flag.
Everyone's been very respectful, been very careful. I think that's between Get Carter and Samuel. They're both pretty much on each other's poo boxes.
But Decky as well is attacking Patrick as well at the back here. Battling for 15th place.
Oh, a little bit going on.
So it's very hard to kind of work out whether the wet tyres are kind of working out or not. The beautiful shot there of the
hang on, was that a spin?
Glowing.
That's a spin at the back. That's Ari again. Ari spun again.
Ari not liking these conditions
and that's the rest of his wing gone. No wing. He's got the pit again. He's about to be lapped by Decky of all people in 15th. No, is that Decky? No, it's not. It's Leshan. 18th place is about to lap 20th. Ari's not having a good day.
Big wheel spin from Robin there.
I think if I was Ari in this predicament, I'd probably actually just call it a day.
Yeah, because it's 90%, isn't it? What lap is that roughly going to be if it's 27?
24.3.
24.3, so...
Round it down.
You'd say
argument's sake,
24 laps.
Yeah, argument's sake, it's half of 24.
It's a long way to go in these conditions around Italy as well.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. I found out a comment come up, but it's not actually let me see it. I don't know why that is.
I'll see if I can see it.
Probably because I'm like literally miles behind my stream.
And Ari retired from the session. I think we all saw that coming.
So I might be able to get in now.
We'll let you know if he joins. If he leaves, sorry.
I think it was just Fionn that's just said hello.
Oh, hi buddy. Welcome to the stream. I'm trying to get...
hey buddy.
I'm not your buddy, friend.
I'm not your friend, guy.
I'm not your guy, buddy.
God, I love South Park.
Yep.
Trying to catch up to my stream, but it's kind of awkward. There you go.
Yeah, the stream's not quite in touch with the thing for me, so I'm about 5 seconds behind.
Yeah, it's give or take like 5 seconds.
Matty
Bot's gone. We'll just say that these guys are doing really well, and we've had 2 go in the space of 1 lap.
Safety car.
Full safety car. Where has he come out? Where has he crashed? Let's jump on board with Decky. Let's have a look.
He's crashed coming out of the parabolica, by the looks of it.
Yeah, he has. There's his car there. To the sides. A nasty one from him. Oh, Decky's chose to go into the pits, followed by Axel as well.
Again, get a fresh set of inters or wets on there.
Another comment's come through, but again, I can't see it. I don't know what is going on.
So I'm just going to resume
stream.
the broadcast on the Transnation Esports channel, so if anyone's watching on DXT, you're going to have a second perspective.
Oh, here we go. Now it's come through. Theon, how you doing, Theon? Well, third, isn't it? Alex, you're streaming as well, aren't you?
I am in Diddles.
The third. Look at this. You wait all day for one, and then you get 3 come along at once.
It'd be interesting because we know that there is an F2 patch coming out at some stage, which brings in the 2 extra cars from High Tech. So whether or not that will increase the lobby size up to 4 spectators, that would be a huge boost for even having 2 commentators and then 2 live stewards. That'd be
Well, yeah, I mean, you'd have to have everyone.
Oh, hang on a second. We've got issues here because all the top 4 have come into the pits, which means they're all double stacking.
There's still a glitch with the pit stops in there where it can actually cost you up to 30 seconds. It can be really, really bad and costly. So, to be fair, it looks like Speedy and Sharu actually kind of got away with that.
Yeah, Speedy and Sharu's double stack didn't actually hurt too much. It's hurt Axel probably a bit more.
Sharu's in 5th and Axel's in 4th, so it's hurt at one place.
Cosmic gained.
It's hurt at one place, which is definite. Yeah,
that's not bad.
So it ain't too bad.
About a couple seconds, I think.
I think it would have been worse if they carried on. So probably
just
the worst of 2 evils.
Now that I can actually see in lifetime, I can actually be a bit more on top of things. So welcome everyone to the Transnation Esports aspect of the race.
Nah, it's all about the DXT TV, mate. Yeah. DXT TV live.
Lap 11 in after kind of having to be forced to the pit reporter box for the time being. I was kind of there yesterday as well, but
he was getting too wet, so we had to call him into the box.
No Jensen Button today, so we don't even have our Ted Kravitz. We fired him.
Yeah, it's not Ted Kravitz. Who needs Ted's notebook? We got Brett's notebook instead.
Can we get rid of Crofty while we're at it?
The Kroon Chandok pit report.
Cannot stand Crofty.
I don't like the Sky commentator. The only one I can kind of get along with is Brundle, because he actually knows what he's talking about.
I don't mind Brundle, and I actually don't mind Ted Kravitz, and I don't mind Simon Lazenby, but Crofty is a fucking bellend.
But I also DeResta. I like DeResta.
I'm considered the Crofty of Transnation Esports. That kind of hurts.
I don't know, man.
He doesn't know what he's talking about. It literally is bad. He actually doesn't know what he's talking about. He'll say something, and Martin Brundle will go, no, actually.
Yeah, literally. Crofty will say something. Oh, do you think it's because of this, Martin? He's like, well, no, actually, it's probably this. He's like, oh.
And then and then like 5 laps later, he goes, oh, he'll just say what Martin Brundle said, like to correct him, and make that as his comment. And Martin Brundle's just got forced to be like, yeah, okay.
Well, we have a guy. You would have come to know him because I think he's commentated for you guys a bit. The Smeg. He's a lot like Murray Walker. We've come to determine. So when you have me in the comm box with him, it's like David Croft and Murray Walker having a commentator off.
Did anyone see who pushed Carter into the gravel? Carter, if you were close to that Samuel, I think it could have been him because he went really far off into the gravel.
Let me have a look because I think I can rewind a bit, so I can have a little look.
I think it might have been Samuel.
Lap 1 or lap 2?
Lap 1, he said.
Lap 1. Let me have a little look because I can.
Which might have been why he ended up at the back. Same with Mamar.
Yeah, there was definitely something I caught. I got flying off.
Could have been old Kevin. Old K-Dog.
Have a look. Let's see what I can catch on the replay cam. Thank you to YouTube for allowing this to happen.
I just got a comment on my channel from one of Ken's mate, Izzy Cream. Unlike Crofty, you can actually get the names of the teams right.
That's true. Yeah.
Crofty is useless.
So, yeah, well, I mean, through understanding of the predicament, it's kind of like when Toro Rosso became AlphaTauri, it was kind of hard to kind of differentiate it. And then at the same time, you've got another team that's also starts with Alpha, so you got AlphaTauri, Alfa Romeo, so you can't blame him for that, but I suppose you could blame him for the whole Racing Point Force India transition because it's a completely different outlook.
Let's have a look.
In fact, one of the things I've always liked to do is look back at the history of the car. So if the safety car isn't coming in this lap, which it doesn't look like it is, we'll look at Mercedes. So Mercedes originally started as BAR.
Yeah.
So BAR then became BAR Honda, then Honda itself. Honda then became Braun, and then Braun Mercedes. You look at Red Bull, that originally started off as Stewart GP.
Oh yeah, the old
So
Stewarts.
that went from Stewart to Jaguar, and then from Jaguar to Red Bull. Haas obviously is its own team, Williams is its own team. AlphaTauri originally started as Minardi.
Yes.
So Minardi went to Toro Rosso, and then, well, technically it is still Toro Rosso, it's just a rebrand. Alfa Romeo was originally Sauber, and that's been pretty much Sauber the whole way through its inception. Racing Point actually initially started as Jordan.
I remember Jordan.
Okay, so
Eddie Jordan's team.
So Jordan went from Jordan to Spiker, from Spiker to Midland, then from Midland to Force India, and then Racing Point, and then Renault was originally Benetton.
Yes, yes.
So Get Car, if you're watching, it's not really clear.
And we've got Twitch right into the back of Robin there. Literally, Robin was kind of doing the old warming up his tyres, slowed down a bit as Claus was accelerating.
Oh, and he's taken out Biss.
And he's
And
got back on,
Zechan's
Zach's been
gone.
caught up.
Oh.
And I'm pretty sure Claus and Zachan are like cousins or something, or brothers or friends.
They're cousins, I think. They are cousins.
Oh, and Claus cuts the corner to get his position back, I assume. Oh
Yeah.
my days, what is going on here?
And they've both got damaged wings, I think. There.
And Abyss has gone.
Yeah, he's got no wing.
The first Lesbo.
Ah, silly Lesbos.
Oh, another
Sorry.
contact there from Zechan on Twitch. Not happy with his cousin.
And Amari's literally just like, what the fuck is going on right now? He's literally top pottering around.
We've had an inside joke about calling them the twin Lesbos. and we'd set that up in season 1, and ever since I struggle through commentary to not call them the Lesbos.
I pretty much always call them the Lesbos. It just rolls off the tongue easier.
The safety car is
Just
in
like
this
a lesbian.
lap. Yeah, so what I was saying, Get Carter, I don't see who it was, but it could be either Abyss, Amar, or Samuel, as they were the 4 cars directly behind you.
So where is Amar? He's still down in a lowly 16th.
Yeah.
Got a comment from Matthew. Did Claus do a Russell? Did he do a Russell? I didn't.
Well, Robin was slowing down.
There's a lot of damage flying off
of Robin. But
that was a Racing Point front wing.
Yeah,
so
that was.
Abyss.
That's Abyss hitting the back of Patrick there.
Patrick, yeah.
Safety car has been released.
The safety car has breeded a bit of controversy. Joe's actually got the run on Cromarino there for some reason. Oh, and he's just been hit up the rear by Cosmic. Cromarino has actually gone off the track and has been given a 5-second.
Oh, and he looks like he's struggling.
Yeah, Cosmic was right into the back of Joe. Joe very nearly lost it. So he won't be happy about that. Chiru looking on a move here on Axel at... Hang on, I need to pull up that corner.
Yeah, I'm not sure what happened to Klaus there. If he was just clipped by someone or he just lost it, I'm not too sure.
Literally, Robin was just behind Robin, and then Robin slowed down to obviously, I guess, to try and speed up his tyres. And then Claus was accelerating, and Claus went straight into the back of Robin, went off onto the gravel, and that's all she wrote, really.
There you go. In that as well,
Chiru's trying to go around the outside of Cosmic.
Axel got past Xeri as well during that little chat.
Oh.
Going through Ascari for the first time on cold tyres.
Oh, Cosmic's off.
Oh, Robin's going to go alongside Axel. Axel's falling down a lot. Axel is dropping down these places quite a lot now. I mean, he can hold off Robin.
And Shrew's going around the outside of Cosmic. Is Cosmic going to try and get the better drive? I think Shrew's going to get it actually out there on a slightly dry bit of track. But Cosmic's probably going to go into the slipstream now. Aim into the inside.
But look at behind. Look at the run that Willy Kid's got. Willy Kid is flying past both of them at the moment. Is he going to have the room?
And Shrew's got the move stuck.
Oh, bit of contact there from Axel on the back of him.
Robin with a 3-second as he tries to go around the outside of Axel at turn 2, heading down towards Curva Grande.
A lot of bumping at the moment.
Stack is in for a front wing change. They say safety cars breed safety cars, but...
Yeah, a bit of a feisty release, wasn't it, really, compared to our race start? This seems a bit more punchier.
So
we've seen more collisions under the safety car in this race than we have in the race itself.
I would like to see the track dry up and go to soft tyres, but looking at the weather, I can't see it happening.
I don't think it's going to dry up.
No.
I actually don't even think it's getting any worse either, so I think everyone who decided to start on the wets has probably come to regret that choice, and Mar's actually come up 3 spots on the restart.
He's also just put in a purple sector as well. Mar's definitely on the move here, cutting into the time. He needs to get past Kevin and Carter.
A big shame for him, obviously, starting on them wet tyres. If he didn't, he could be up there with Axel at the moment.
Well, something definitely happened on the first lap though, which hindered him.
And at the moment, with the championship as it is, Axel will take a huge chunk out of Amar's lead.
Cosmic's going to go alongside. Look at his camera angle, brilliant from Codemasters. They're going 3 wide up to turn 1.
And Amar's coming in around the outside of Kevin.
Oh, it's a good move. Willie Kid just gets it slowed down. Yeah, Robin can't, so he has to give that back.
Oh, that's a bit of a Kevin.
And Axel's got him as well.
A tap to Amar there, but
comes Cosmic around the outside of Wicked Blue.
These two are racing really well.
Amar's going to the inside of Kevin now for the chicane, and they're still side by side. Another little bit of connection, but not too bad, and Amar does make the move 6, so Amar now up into 12th, and he's chasing down his teammate, Get Carter.
He's been made to work for every position today, Mar.
Let's have a look
He
at
is.
Sorry, not that. The biggest movers and shakers. So Robert Hildebrandt's now the biggest mover, up 7. Samuel up 5. Amar up 1. Cameron Adams up 4. Cromarino up 3. Biggest loser so far is Klaus. He's down 8.
Yeah, he's had a...
Looks like Axel has a run on Kid Blue. Look like it, but maybe he doesn't. But they're coming into the Parabolica. And it's Kid Blue, Axel, Robin, and then Thierry.
Yeah, Thierry's come into this battle quite nicely.
Yeah, it's very close. Going to get a nice slipstream from these cars here.
So Axel
looks a bit sluggish on the straights.
Yeah, Robin looks very quick, but he's going to run out of room.
And looks like he's going to try and go down the inside.
No, has a little look.
Had a little look, see, but there's a bit of a train here forming, not like a massive one, but it's not like anyone's really holding up anyone. I mean, maybe Cosmic's holding them all up. He's at the front, but
I think it's not so much Cosmic hold. I think it's because Willie Kids and Cosmic are battling it out every single lap. It's kind of slowing everyone else down. I think that's the major issue they're having.
Dean's just grabbed Samuel, and Amar has just grabbed his teammate.
Yeah,
probably team orders
played the teammate quite well here. He has been pretty kind to Amar when Amar's been behind him, so...
Oh, I mean, when you look at the pace differential, you kind of sit there and you think, well, all I'm going to do is just cause him grief, so it's better to just get out of the way, get on with your own race, and let Amar maybe pick off a few cars and bring them back into his clutches. So Amar can play a team game here by overtaking drivers, slowing them up, and bringing Cameron into it, as Robin's just been racking up penalty after penalty in this race.
Yeah, it can't be fun following this long train now with wet tyres.
No, it must be frustrating as well with no DRS as well.
Yeah, because they are just stuck.
That we might see a move here with the Red Bull of Willie Kid Blue.
Both gone wide there for Willie Kid and Cosmic, which could leave it open for Axeri. But again,
very close now.
He don't seem to have the run Axeri today.
Moving to the inside, Kid Blue's going to try and go up the inside of Cosmic. It gets it done even before turn 1. And Axel has to brake a little bit earlier actually there. Axel almost pushing him around.
Oh, they're all ping-ponging now off each other.
Yeah.
Very slow round that corner. I think he took it a bit too deep. Will Cosmic come back at him? We've seen it before today. Cosmic will come back.
Not too far off these guys either. So this train's starting to build a bit more.
Axel's looking down the inside on Cosmic. Oh, it's close. And Axel gets it done, and Robin's
going to come as well.
He looks like he is. He's going to get it done on the move of Cosmic.
Did he hit Axel there?
No, I think that was a good move.
It looked it, but it was close.
And TP as well is going to have a little go, but he's going to get contact. Just about keep it together. Cosmic dropped out a lot there.
Yeah, Mar was having a look. Actually, Matty Smith just grabbed TP too.
Yeah, he has flown past him.
Amar was having a look at Robert through Curve de Loggia, and Robert actually shut the door on him a little bit. We got it off. That's Klaus.
Twitch.
So he's gone off at Curva Grande. He's got no wing damage, so he's gone away with that.
Yeah, this train has now increased massively when you got now Robin's caught up, Amar's caught up, Get Carter's now caught up.
Yep.
I
mean,
Becky's closing the gap. Becky's closing the gap.
I would definitely say it's Cosmic starting this.
Has he got wing damage?
Can't tell.
Possible. We'll have to wait and see. I'll stay on board with him while he goes into the. And Samuel's in as well, speeding in the pit lane. No, I think he just went serving a 5 second.
Oh yeah. No, he's just serving a stop because I think.
And then a stop. So just wanted some fresh tyres, then I guess.
Samuel's coming as well.
Yeah. Actually, Charoux's just gotten Joe.
Oh yeah. Joe has been falling off the back of Cromarino here. Cromarino has been kind of pulling away.
Well, Cromarino kind of needs to because he's got a 5 second penalty he has to serve. Or
that's true.
So you want to get that 5 second gap so to minimise the damage that he'll lose. So if he can get a 5 second gap on top of his pit stop, then he'll still retain the lead. But
still, Shrew can do. No, he's been released.
So that battle with the pack from P4 down is kind of spaced out a little bit now. So
TP was about to have a run on Matty and then realised he wouldn't have the track to do so.
Twitch
so he's
with a
pulled out
10-second penalty for a corner cut.
Yeah, I just saw that on the mini-map. He just drove right through turn 1.
Is that why he gained 2 places? I swear he was in last, was he not? After that little incident?
Yeah, so he's gone straight through turn 1 just to gain position. So he'll probably end up getting another penalty soon for ignoring yellow flags. Or maybe even as far as disqualification.
Have to see how that plays out.
Robin right on the back of Cosmic here.
I know, and Amar's right on the back of Thierry as well. Sector 2 yellow flag.
That looks like Abyss.
Robin's going up the inside. This should be his corner. Oh, he gives Cosmic a bit of a barge, which gives Matty Smith the incentive.
Matty just picking up all the pieces.
Axel as well was trying to get in there.
He's not the quickest driver out there, but he's always capable of pulling the stops. Oh, another yellow flag. That's
that
Twitch
looks
again.
like Twitch. Yeah, Twitch is around.
2 cars went wide there, so it's a big drop for 2. I'm not sure who that was though. I don't think it was TP.
Now Cosmic just went off at turn 3. He went straight across.
Oh, Twitch. Have to be more careful coming back on there. Almost. He came back on and Abyss managed to miss him, but geez. That was almost going to be a double DNF, I think.
Because I just want to be sure that he's not doing this straight line at turn 1 too consistently.
No, he took it this time.
Oh no, there's contact between him and Abyss.
Yeah.
I'm thinking that there is actually a bit of foul play going here between these two because you wouldn't just turn in like that.
I mean, he did come back on in front of Abyss as well, like when, like I said at the Parabolica. You'll be able to see it on the stream later on.
Well, we'll just see here.
We're about to see, what was it? Abyss goes up the inside.
No, Abyss isn't. Yeah, there we go again. So Twitch has turned into him again. So
Abyss is giving him a little bit of a warning there, I think. A little bit of a side to side.
Just weaving his car saying, stop doing that, that's not on. So I think this must be retaliation to what's happened in the safety car.
Yeah. It's not quite on doing that. It's even worse that we've caught it.
Well, let's see. Let's go into Ascari. Does
it properly?
No. Part of me has this feeling that Twitch is just biding his time, waiting for the right corner to.
I'd hope not, because obviously he can hear us, because he does watch the stream. So I'm hoping he's listening to us now, knowing that we are watching.
Because the last thing you want to do is do that, because if you do a deliberate action like that, even if you're upset with the driver for what happened,
he ain't pitting.
You are gonna get league back.
Okay, let's watch this. He ain't pitting. He's got no wing. You'd think he would pit. He has slowed for turn 1. I would assumed he would have pit though, not gonna lie, because he can't even make turn 1 at the moment.
No, yeah, that's his wing affecting him there.
He should have pitted. I don't know why it's not pitted. But anyway,
so
I'm gonna go back.
The front with Cromarino has actually been torn down a little bit by Sharu. So Sharu's gotten some pretty good pace on this wet tyres. Joe's just looking to maintain ground. He'll be disappointed that he hasn't had the pace to retain his lead.
There is still a massive train behind Cosmic here at 6th. Everyone's jostling for position, trying to get the overtakes done.
Something must have happened to Crom, because Sharu's just gained like a second in like a corner.
Robin's having a look at Cosmic around the outside and easily gets the traction. And actually, Amar, is that Amar? Yeah, that is Amar.
Amar's on the outside, yeah.
Well, everyone's sliding around a little bit. These intermediates are probably not at their finest. That's probably half the reason why we've seen...
Amar's going to go down the inside.
Three wide at La Rogia.
I can't see. Camera angles are awful. Amar's taken the escape road, I think.
Yes,
and
but he did
Amar
slow
should
down.
redress, which he does.
He does give it back. Well done from Amar, good racing.
Which is something Cosmic didn't do the last lap on Robin.
That was Robin and Amar, wasn't it?
Yeah, it looked like it.
No,
I don't think Robin knew he was
did
there.
That to himself.
And
that's Matty
that was
Smith
Matty on Amar.
Oh, God, they're going to
my
go
Look at this.
towards...
This is ridiculous. This is not going to end well. Please break.
Boys.
And Amar's free and... okay.
Brilliantly done.
How they survived that is a feat in itself, but Cameron Adams is in this battle too, so...
So Klaus has just messaged me saying he didn't mean any harm. So Klaus, what happened then? What was going on between you two? Because it looked like there's a bit of argy-bargy between you and Abyss. So it'd be interesting to see your point of view of it. As we're looking for a chain game, or Get Carter's got a chain game by looks of it.
Yes, indeed.
Axel's just cut turn 2.
Still jockeying though, it's all jostling about.
Robin's trying to go up the back down the inside of Carter.
Big yellow flags. That is...
Oh, that's Matty,
who is that?
Is it not?
Matty. It looks like it was Matty.
No, it's not
No,
Matty,
it's
Twitch.
Robin,
That's Twitch.
It's Twitch. It's Twitch.
It's Twitch. Twitch and the Williams was off the track, letting him through.
Well done from Twitch.
And the biggest benefactor out of this has actually been Decky. So Decky's actually...
He caught up a lot. He was 5 seconds back from this group. What was that contact there? Nearly from Get Carter and Robin.
Cosmic is just looking very vulnerable at the moment, but at the same time, he's still gaining out of people making mistakes. So,
but I think everyone will look vulnerable when you got the championship leader chasing you down.
Yeah, well, the thing about it for me is that when you're in this kind of predicament and you're not the quickest car on the track, you get overtaken, the guy in front makes a mistake, you get the position back, and then they get, because they're getting frustrated because you're holding them up. But yeah, it's kind of...
He's got 3 laps to try and hold off. Like the battle with ERS, okay, fair enough, Cosmic is using it. He's got 5% left compared to Amar's 50%.
Joe does still have a prospect of winning this race with a 5-second penalty on Cromarino, but I don't know if Sharu's picked up anything in this race either. In fact, Sharu's right on the back of it.
I think Sharu has a 3-second.
This is it.
That was...
Amar going to look down the inside at turn 1. Oh, you put virtual safety car. Klaus is out.
He's in the pits though.
No, he's
not. Or is that on the straight?
He is. So he spun the same place Matty did, it looks like. Or he's hit the pit wall. And it's thrown him back out.
Oh, right in the middle of the... he's disappeared now.
That
was some evasive manoeuvre from Robert there.
Yeah, but that was kind of like... I could see that coming a mile away. Well, how could Robert only just see it at the last second?
Oh, we've got... That's Thierry... Who's that around? Is that Singh? That's Singh.
Oh, no.
Singh is around. That looks like he was spun out, though. With Thierry. Side by side.
Side by side, it's under a VSC, so why is that happening?
There was a collision between Cosmic and Amar, from the looks of it, because Cosmic's been given a 5-second for... that contact. Now, Joe's had a really bad restart because he's just suddenly dropped 8 seconds.
I don't think anyone's had a worse restart than Amar.
Amar needs a new wing as well. He's lost his front right end plate.
So that's put pay to Amar's campaign for this race.
Yeah, I think that's over for Amar.
Robert's strategy to pit for fresh inters has kind of bit him in the arse a little bit too because no one else has reacted. There goes Patrick up the inside of Amar there, so...
Didn't think I'd ever say that sentence or hear
Sorry,
that
Apparently, Klaus said he understeered. Matty's saying he did it on purpose, tried it through that whole lap. I'm not sure who that's comment to, so we're just going to find out who that's about. It may be about the Amar incident, I'm not too sure. But Matt, if you can just say who that incident was about, a bit more of clarity would be helpful.
Well, Amar said it was on purpose.
No, it's Matty and Klaus talking in my stream.
And Amar's left.
Oh, okay. So apparently Matt Bot's calling out Twitch here.
Okay.
Saying that he was doing this on purpose. And now they're arguing. Yeah, so Amar's gone.
Well, I suppose different people, different perspectives. You can see it in different actions. Abyss has gone around at Ascari. Just want to be careful on the rejoin, buddy. We'll be safe now.
I'm just going to message Amar and see if we can get a lowdown on what happened to him there.
So, Cameron Adam, at least in this prospect, is going to salvage a point for the team if he hasn't enough penalties, well, doesn't have enough penalties to stay there. The gap with Chiru still pretty much half a second. And then the next battle we'll see here is between Cosmic and Matty Smith. So Matty Smith, like I said, he's not the quickest driver out there. In fact, TP's actually, well, Terry's about to have something on that, but Matty's not he's not the quickest driver. He does pretty well in Tier 1 Nationals. But yeah, he benefits a lot from other people's misfortunes as Terry thinks about a move, stays up the gearbox of the Williams.
Just message to Matt and Klaus. Yeah, don't argue in the stream chat, boys. Leave it to anything you've got. Just clip it, give it to the stewards. It's not worth arguing over.
I think there's going to be quite a few stewards reports for this week based on that safety car mishap. So Robin hasn't had a very comfortable race. He's had the pace, that's definitely showing, but it's just been little mistake after little mistake, and just hasn't been able to kind of bounce back on the momentum of it. But at the moment, he should salvage. Well, actually, based on the amount of penalties he's racked up, I don't actually think he'll finish in the points.
Yeah, everyone's so close together, and even one penalty could affect anyone.
And we've got a battle for the lead here on the final lap. Will Chiru make a last-ditch dive down the inside of turn 1? No, he doesn't. I would say Chiru would even know now that there's a 5-second penalty hanging on Cromarino's head. And based on how Cromarino got it, I don't think he'll get that appealed.
Yeah, it's possible.
He pretty much did it. He pretty much did it himself.
Yeah.
As Chiru actually is.
He's
going
drive.
for it. Up into the first Lesmo, backs out of it, thinks better of it. Last thing you want to do is have a spill here on the last lap and give Joe the win. But yeah, Cromarino will be safe from Joe.
My mic's been muted the whole time. Mars just told me that his Delta was up, and Cosmic in front of him has broke, where he deemed to be early, and he hit the back of Cosmic, which caused him to spin.
Okay.
But he's gonna be. Oh, okay. So he's got no footage because he turned off his PS4 without saving.
Well, it doesn't really matter anyway, because in the end of it, he's not in the race anymore. So another penalty there for.
Oh, get Carter spun. Carter's lost it as well,
too.
so he's out of the points now. Which means Decky's gone up. TP's got some damage by the looks of it. Oh, is that fuel?
Yeah, Terry's out of fuel.
TP's out of fuel.
So we've got quite a long way to go as well.
Yeah.
So he's gonna be caught.
So Sherhan has won the Italian Grand Prix. Cromarino second. Joe has taken third, and Zach has crashed.
Everyone's
Parabolica on the final lap.
It's all going on now. Willie Kids jumped Xeri into fourth. Cosmic's going to come round now to cross the line at 6. Will he keep it? All penalties take it over. Let's find out.
He will, based on Robin, but maybe not so much for Matty Smith.
Yeah, he does keep
Matty
it. It's a
Smith
6.
Gets Robin.
Decky gets both of them.
Both.
And get Carter across the line.
Adams will still get that point despite TP running out of fuel.
unless penalties come into play. Oh, no.
Yeah.
No, TB had a 5-second unserved for contact with Amar, and then Robert Hildebrandt will stay P12. Samuel will go 13th.
Patrick in
will
for week.
definitely be down the order because of that extra 10-second penalty he got.
We're about
It
to
did
have
look like,
one of
though,
the
that
loneliest,
TP...
Go on.
Sorry, Get Carter and TP run out of fuel on that last lap. I'm not entirely sure, but they both were flashing reds as they crossed the line.
Well, they all flash red on the final lap as it is, but yeah, it's pretty much set in stone that TP definitely ran out of fuel as Chiru runs the Schumacher skin, which...
Oh my god, it's so bad.
I've never noticed Schumacher's chin to be absolutely massive. Look at him.
It's so bad.
That's a weapon. He could mine all with that. Look at it. I don't remember his chin being like that, but well, whatever, Codemasters.
Oh, so no, tell a lie. TP let Get Carter back through. That's what that was. Okay. That's what that was.
Oh, okay.
There must have been some contact between the two of them.
There must have been contact between them, yeah. So, there's your result. So, Chiru takes, I think, his first win.
Yes, I believe that is his first win.
And, yeah, driver of the day goes to Cameron Adam, 15th to 10th. Although I would have thought 11th to 7th would have been a bit more. Oh no, that's only 4 positions, so not bad. But yeah, pretty tame race to start with, and then escalated into chaos at the end. I just got a second comment there. Thierry Delane, well, damn, what a race.
We're also about to have a very lonely interview session because Chiru doesn't have a mic, Cromarino doesn't have a mic, so it's just Joe.
Yeah,
and us
basically.
Guys.
Just Joe.
Yeah, so it won't be so bad for Joe because Joe was already in this party anyway, so he'll just rejoin.
Simply rejoin.
Good, because this new party
he'll be happy with that result in a sense. I mean, he got pole position as well, so I'm sure he would have thought that Amar would have certainly got that pole position, and we probably, the three of us here, would also agree on the notion that if Amar was in that race, it would have been likely to be his pole, but here he is anyway, the pole man, and third on the podium.
There he is. Finally got to him. Joe, are you with us? Hey, yes, there you are. So, great lap for your pole. Brilliant lap from there. I fell down a bit. You fell down 2 positions to third, but how was your race overall?
I was kind of risking on using a modified tri setup, but yeah, it was on the first lap. Oh my word, the braking points were so hard. And I thought I pulled away from Crom, but then I think obviously because it looked like other people were using wet setups that they pulled me back. But yeah, the race was interesting. The safety car restart was a bit weird. I was quite confused by that because I didn't pass Crom on the safety car line, so I don't know what happened there. But overall, happy. A bit of the traction zones were a bit hard. I nearly lost it 50 times during the race. But yeah, it was overall very happy and a lot of confidence I can take into Saturday.
Yeah, it was an exciting race for us to watch. It seemed like everyone pulled away really cleanly. It was a brilliant race, and then suddenly safety car came out, and it was like the drivers lost their motivation to stay clean. There was incidents all over the place.
Yeah, I got hit. I don't know who hit me, but yeah, my opinion on turn 1 is that only 2 cars can go down there. So
it was your good buddy Cosmic that hit you.
Yeah. But yeah, that's the way it is. But yeah, it's
definitely one of those kind of ones where you got to think about your racing line. You think about your braking points in the wet, and it's especially when you've got cars in front of you where the spray gets in your face. So having clean air is always essential to winning a wet race. It also pays to kind of respect your surroundings a little bit too. I think a few drivers, like Dan said, at the start of the race, everyone was being generous, opening the door for people, letting them through, and then after that safety car, it was almost like gloves are off, red mist comes across the visor, and then suddenly everyone was just punting everyone each way you could think of.
Yeah, I knew having a dry setup that I needed to be a bit punchy. There might have been, I think, one of Axel. I might have actually squeezed him off the track, or I might have hit his side pod. But yeah, I was trying a new mindset, that just trying to be more aggressive on the brake and try and if I want to get back into I think the title's gone to Amar. I don't know what the gaps are going to be, but getting back into the national picture, I think's gonna
I
need to
think
have more
with
punchy.
Amar's DNF today, I think you'll be pleasantly fine with that.
Yeah.
It wasn't a good race for Amar, starting 13th on wet tyres, which I suppose that's probably the question we kind of asked you, because we didn't actually know. Was there any indication of the weather getting worse?
It was like, I can't remember which race it was. I think it was that Hungary. No. When do we have a wet race? I can't remember.
Oh, so was it a full wet condition
like
starting on Inters?
Yeah, it was like Austria. It was definitely, as in the boundaries of being Inters, as in it wasn't kind of Inters, but it was at the same time, and yeah, it was.
So that would explain why Decky and Amar started on wets, because that must have been a suspected full wet start and then transition to intermediate conditions. So they must have been they must have thought that the wet conditions must have been around a lot longer. So the conditions must have improved throughout the start of the race, and then drivers didn't quite get that memo.
Yeah, but if it's a wet race on Saturday, I'm using a wet setup because it just felt horrible.
I think I'll take a lot away from this weekend as well so far, because we've seen 2 races in the America Series where it's dry, and now we've seen a wet one, so it gives you a good insight to what to expect from both conditions. Dan, Alex, anything? I think we might as well wrap it up.
Yeah, but it turns out Cosmic got damaged from hitting Speedy there, so that's why he fell down the grid quite a lot at that restart. So that explains quite a lot. But no, other than that, I think that was a exciting race. It all just happened right after safety car, really. Alex?
Yeah,
most of it happened during the safety car. I've never seen a race where there's more drama with people going slower than in the actual race. It was absolutely mental, but it was a bit exciting when the safety car came out, I suppose. But other than that,
surprisingly not as much conversation going on in the Discord either, so it's either the people caught in those incidences there is something coming from.
It kind of it went off quite a bit at the start. It's kind of calmed down a little bit now, but I'm sure there'll be a lot of incidents will be reported today.
Well, anyway, I need to wrap things up, so thanks for having me in the comm box, and thanks everyone for watching on the Translation Esports side of things, and we'll definitely be on tomorrow with Robert on commentary with Maddie Green for tomorrow's race. And I'll see you guys, more importantly, on Sunday for the Nationals.
Yeah, Saturday for us in the UK. Yeah, from all of us here at Dexterous TV, thank you for watching. Don't forget to tune in again next week for round 16. But until then, we'll see you soon. Goodbye.
bye.